Anil John, Technical Director of the Department of Homeland Security's Silicon Valley Innovation Program. Collaboration between the eSSIF-Lab program and SVIP-funded companies has been informal, but also been productive, right? And I think the interesting aspects of it is, I think we share the same approaches to ensuring interoperability of solutions. And we also want to make sure that the public funding that is used in order to build these projects are used in a manner that is wise and is a good return of investment for the taxpayer. I'll speak from the perspective of impact on day-to-day citizen life. Two of my primary partners tend to be U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service and U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And for people, for example, EU citizens who want to live or work in the U.S., you typically have to interact with the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service in order to get a permanent resident card, in order to get a employment authorization document. We would hope to have a future whereby a EU citizen with the EU digital wallet could come with that wallet to USCIS and go through the benefits granting process and have a credential issued into that wallet without them having to come up with new magical ways of getting that credential and having the ability to work. Simultaneously, on the trade side, US Customs is the largest customs organization on the planet. If you are moving goods, if you are importing and exporting goods into the US, they have a role to play. So if there are individuals, customs brokers, organizations that are exporting goods into the US, the ability to sort of streamline their interactions and provide information about what they're bringing to the table is really, really important, and really makes trade, which is, for lack of a better word, the lifeblood of commerce. Needless to say, I've known about eSSIF-Lab since its start, and it is something that we've kept in touch with. They've invited us to their pitches and events, and we've obviously invited them to our events and Plugfest, so that at the end of the road, we want to make sure that we are learning, we're not reinventing the wheel on either side of the Atlantic, that we are able to leverage the lessons learned from each of our programs to hopefully apply them for the future. So I have obviously only good things to say about the work that the eSSIF-Lab is doing. The question about cascade funding is interesting for me because we don't refer to that in the exact same manner. And I think the common things that I'll say about cascade funding is there is a desire both on your side and on our side that the money that is used and comes from our taxpayers is used in a manner that is fully transparent and it is accountable. And I think that is something that is shared both by the cascade funding in the EU and the way that we are given the money to apply to the projects that we have done. I think the difference in the cascade funding between what you guys are doing on the eSSIF-Lab side and what we are doing is that our relationship with the companies tends to be much more direct. We directly engage with them. We do not have any intermediaries in the mix. But at the end of the road, it is all about ensuring that we are building an ecosystem and capabilities that is in the public interest and different ways to reach the same goal.